Hi, welcome to the first vlog of 2025. I have just driven through a very snowy Sussex to get to the studio. I've got Nala with me today. We're doing some design try-on, so I've got the team in the studio. We're going to be going through some of the new pieces that we've been designing for this year. We are really behind because of the pop-up shop, but hopefully we'll get through as much work today as possible so that we've got a good lineup of product for the start of this year. We're going to be focusing on January, February and March releases. Yeah, I'll bring you along with me to show you what we've been working on. Some new exciting pieces. I've got the team here. The aim was that you could wear it off the shoulder and also turn it around. We'll see if it works, can we? So what I was thinking about with the ties is basically that you could tie over the shoulder. Nice because it sits up, got like that structure to it, and I think that's because it's shorter. If that had frills all the way, you could tie it in lots of different ways, incorporating the frills. Then you can tie it like that.
Oh, that's nice.
So you start to be able to be much more experimental with it. Cool. Okay, so we're going to raise the back up, add ties, tighten the waist and add ties.
Yeah.
Shorten by 2 inches, drop the armholes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, lovely. I could spend all day thinking about this dress, I think, so I think I'll just take it away with me and think about it. What's your initial reaction, everybody? I'm really trying to sell you on the skirt idea.
I like it as a dress as well.
For weddings as well. You know when they change for the dancing outfit afterwards?
Yeah.
They can have that as like a two-piece or something with the skirt underneath, ruffles going all the way around. There'd be dancing.
Yeah. Quite fun to spin around.
Yeah.
So could we also add some
Pockets.
pockets? Thank you.
Okay, good.
Good morning. We are off to the local town because I've got a meeting about the building that we rent out. So we're kind of the landlords, I guess. The commercial building in Lewes. So we're going down to that meeting, and then I've got a meeting with Julian to follow up on the collection that we worked on with her. So Mike is chauffeur for today. And then we're going to go past a kitchen shop on the way home to discuss some finishes for the kitchen units that we're looking at putting in the new house. So yeah, should be a good day. Home now from my meetings in Lewes. I met up with Julian, who is the wonderful lady that we did a collaborative collection with last year, and she made me the most gorgeous present. It's this ring with these slider details on them. It's got these 3 little rings that move around. It's so beautiful. Most gorgeous studio space in her home where she draws and designs everything, and everything has an amazing narrative and story to it. So I always love visiting her. She is such an inspiration for creativity. A really powerful force who is also very creative and approachable and friendly. So she's always fun to spend time with. I also had a meeting to talk through the landlord agreement with our commercial unit that we've got. It was a very efficient meeting, as these things normally are. It's literally 20 minutes. Got there, chatted it through, and then we've gone away with a clear agenda of what we need to work on now. So yeah, over to me to basically decide what I want to do now. And then I also had a little walk around the town. It's such a beautiful town. It has loads of antique shops, so that was really inspiring for the house. We are in the process of drawing up all the different layout plans. So I am literally just sketching these on my iPad to get a feel for the different layouts and how it'll all look and feel in the space. So obviously we can do floor plans like this, but actually it really brings it to life when you start to do 3D sketches. That is immensely exciting. We also had a quick pop into Alistair Fleming, who designs these amazing kitchen spaces, and they've made a couple of suggestions about different places we should go to look for different appliance manufacturers, and just really getting a sense of what we want in the kitchen and how we want things to be functioning in the house. But anyway, it's about 2 o'clock now, so I've got home from all of those meetings and I've done a walk with Nala now, and I'm going to sit down at my desk here and I'm going to continue doing the design work for our collection releases for the clothes. Yeah, I'm going to start working on that now, and we've got a shoot this week, so I need to prepare for that, and I've got lots of work to catch up on with emails and different projects and stuff and reports. So yeah, it'll be a busy afternoon. Today I am going through all of my design drawings and planning these out for the year. The way that we work is we are in quarterly sections, which are kind of these columns here on the chart, and then we have a theme for each quarter that we work through. So I'm going to go through and start to allocate some of the designs that I've done per quarter to figure out what would work with that season, the different events that are happening at that time of year. Our first collection for the year is called Dear Dreamer, and it's very romantic and feminine, flattering, all of those sorts of shapes, and it will be launching throughout the first quarter. For the last few years, we have been trying to work towards a system where we've got themes and more creative direction on our collection launches. We're finally getting somewhere with it, but I think because I'm the designer, but I'm also running a company, what tends to happen is when my schedule gets really, really busy, other things that come up that require my attention, such as finance conversations, marketing discussions, things that we need to figure out with our current stock holding. So sometimes the design work can kind of take a bit of a side seat. We can fall behind on launches. We're already a couple of weeks in and we don't have any products confirmed for launch yet. And that just creates like a sense of underlying stress, and I don't want it to feel stressful when we're creating new products because the process is so fun and so exciting. So what I'm trying to do today is basically get ahead for the rest of the launches for the year and have some clarity and clear direction on what we're wanting to achieve with those product launches, also the themes, because that will inform the photo shoots, the creative direction in that sense, how we're marketing it, what the names of the products are, even all of that sort of stuff. And it also helps us with, fabric ordering, making sure that we're ahead of schedule with the operations, making sure that everything else falls in line after the product has been confirmed with the design direction. So normally draw all of my design drawings on an iPad and then I print them off. I feel so much better working on paper when I'm sketching and drawing. I can write loads of annotations, I can put my fabric swatch on it, and I only print it off when I'm certain that that design is something that we're going to test, so it's not a waste. Is the customer going to be able to wear a bra? Can we add pockets? Because everybody loves a pocket detail. What can the customer wear that to? What can they style it with? All of these questions which are so important at the design stage. I want every piece that we launch at AIM to be so thoroughly thought through and to really consider what you want from your clothes that you're wearing. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next 10 hours today. It's a long process, but yeah, it should be good. Once I've decided on the different design directions, which products we actually want to sample, then we'll meet as a team and we'll go through it and we will figure out how does that sample come to life? How does the sample fit? Are there any tweaks and changes? And it's important to bridge the gap between the vision that I've got for the designs and then how the sample actually comes together, and also how that works in production, making sure that we're understanding the quality that we can achieve with that piece. Is there any weaknesses in different seams places? Can the customer tie it in different ways? And when they're tying it in different ways, does that cause weakness to the different threads and the pulls and all of that sort of stuff? So everything needs to be thought through at each stage. I might show you what I come up with, but it depends on how far I get. So yeah, but if I don't show you today, you will see it in the next couple of vlogs as the samples start to be unraveled ahead of the launches, because these pieces will be what we're launching between now. Over the next 6 months, these pieces are going to be coming into their own and becoming actually real product. So yeah, it's a very exciting process. It's so fun to be able to draw something and then actually make that happen and bring that to life. I will show you what we work on, and it's exciting to share this journey with you. So what I've got to do now is I have got 2 creative directions here. This is for quarter 1 of the year and this is quarter 2. And then I'm going to go through and basically allocate the designs into which sort of creative direction they work for. And then I need to select what the final fabrics will be for sampling and work through that a bit before I send them over to Gabby for doing the sample making. You had enough of it now. You're gonna go and do something else, don't you? Okay. I'll take a break. So I had a meeting with the architect, the structural engineer and our contractor up at the site this morning. So in the back of my mind all day, it's just been buzzing with ideas about the house. One of our big challenges is figuring out the staircase, because upstairs the ceiling is so low. The staircase position is quite restricted. The further you push it back, the less head height you've got upstairs. But it's so immensely exciting. And then for the rest of today, I've had a few meetings, been working on some different projects and strategies for this year, which is also exciting. And then I've also been finalising some of our collection drops for the next couple of months, and it's just so lovely to start seeing things have some direction, because often when you are designing things, especially for me, I work a lot of the time on my own, you can see that singular product, but it's nice to start seeing it come together as a whole to create a cohesive collection. Gabby's working on the final samples and we should have our photo shoot in the next couple of weeks. So that's really fun. Yeah, I need to remember that days that are sort of peppered with meetings and also design work is actually quite productive for me. I think my mind likes that sort of switch of pace throughout the day, because I can get really stuck in a rut if I was just focusing on design all day. It kind of puts me in this silo of mental capacity where I'm not really feeling that inspired. So it's good to pepper it with different conversations. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know, how do you guys work? What does your daily routine look like? It's something that I've been trying to figure out for the last couple of years, actually, how to make my daily and weekly and monthly routines really optimise my happiness, my well-being and also my productivity. So let me know. Something exciting has just arrived. This is a parcel of samples that Gabby has made from the designs that we went through last week. I always think this is so cool because Gabby wraps the dresses up in the dot and cross paper that's scrapped from when she's making the designs. Ooh! Lots of lovely colours. So these pieces have been put together for our sort of Valentine's Day collection. This is actually one that we're not launching just yet. So this is a super sneak peek. This is a skirt that we're going to be launching in the spring. Really unique and gorgeous because it has these panels that go down the side here, and then the pockets are sort of hidden within the gathers at the front of the skirt. I love this clean edge line here, and I love how this fits. It's so fun and beautiful and playful. Before we move on from the skirt, at the moment it's got this elastic band that tucks in here. What is quite challenging about that is to create a smooth finish on this outer edge here without it rolling. You'd have to do a tack stitch here, but obviously it would look pretty ugly actually on that panel. So what I'm going to see if Gabby can do is actually make this so that this is sewn onto an extended placard, and that can actually be stitched onto this detail so that where that label and that elastic band is extends to be in line with this stitch and stitch across here, and then hopefully that will stop that sort of rolling effect. It doesn't happen when it's on the body, obviously, because the body is pushing that flat, but it's just not the nicest experience when you get the skirt and that's rolling. It just doesn't look very nice and tidy. And then this dress called Melody, which is going to be launching also next week and just in time for Valentine's Day. Lastly, we have this super cute little mini dress. Now we've also done this in black, but this is the natural colour. The neckline is more of like a sweetheart neckline, and then we've got these gorgeous playful puff sleeves. We have got the adjustable waist on this, so you can tighten that in and create a cinched, snatched waistline. It's double layered throughout the whole bodice. I love the balance of this dress. I think that works really beautifully. I can imagine this worn with little tights and boots, staple pieces that also have a bit of unique design about them. And I love it when you can wear dresses reversibly. So all of these new pieces that I've just showed you, we're going to be shooting them this week on Friday, and I'll bring you along to the shoot so that you can see how it all turns out. I look like a right hot mess right now. Just got to the studio. We are doing a shoot day today for our Valentine's collection. So we have got one new design, as in like a full new shape, and then we have got some new colours of existing styles. I think bringing in new colours of existing styles is a really good strategy, both from the business point of view, but also from a customer point of view, because customers love those shapes and those silhouettes. Most popular styles right now, the Kira dress in this gorgeous wine red, which I was trying on yesterday, and we are going to shoot that in the studio today so that it's live and ready in time for Valentine's Day orders. So that's exciting. I've got Becky and Ben in the studio with me today, and Nala as well. Ben getting all of the tripod set up.
I am indeed.
And Becky behind the camera. We've still got loads of stuff left over from the pop-up shop that we need to sort through, so the room is looking a little bit messy at the moment. And we've got these gorgeous vibrant colours that we're shooting for the Valentine's collection, which is very exciting. All of these nice reds and pinks and purples to shoot, and even a Venus dress here in a bamboo fabric, and these new colours here as well, which we'll shoot separately from the Valentine's collection, but these are the main pieces that we're shooting today. So this is the Lyra dress, and we have just made this in this gorgeous magenta pink colour. It's so vibrant and beautiful. Bra friendly, and also this dress is fully reversible, so you can actually flip it around, and with a high neck at the front as well. The team is outside figuring out the next shot. Hello, little snoot. Oh, thank you. Just wanted to show you guys this dress. This is the Kira in a wine red. I absolutely love this design. I love that it's got this high neck and then this open back, which gives so much drama. Here she is. Freezing! The photo shoot is done. Just driving across the forest, so I'm going to take Nala for a walk because she has been absolutely desperate to get out, bless her. And this is actually the place that I met my future husband. And I always think that it's funny that we met in the forest, but that was during COVID, where we couldn't really go anywhere else. Spent our time going for walks, which was kind of old-fashioned. You know, they used to do that in like Jane Austen era. So cute. There's someone riding their horse with their dog out there. You can see them. Photo shoot went really well. All of our Valentine's collection bits photographed, and there's so many nice pieces I'm so excited to show you. The magenta pink in the Lyra dress is absolutely stunning. That fabric just holds dye so beautifully well. Then we've got the Kira dress in some new colours. The Venus long sleeve dress in new colours as well. It all looks amazing. And then we've also got one new design, which is called the Melody dress. And Melody was a girl who used to work for AIM a few years ago, and she's such a sweet soul, so I thought I would honour her by calling that dress after her. She used to be one of our sewing machinists when we had our studio in Lewes, and we would make everything there before we started outsourcing it to London. But anyway, we've shot our Valentine's collection, and I am now going for a little walk, and Nala and I are going to walk ourselves across the forest and just enjoy some nice outdoor time. Nala and I are up on the forest. Nala just got called beautiful by this lovely old man who was walking his dog. So she's very pleased about that compliment. Such a haven of natural outdoor space. This forest, 6,000 acres of natural habitat, and I love it. As I'm walking along here, I'm not listening to anything, so I'm just here with my thoughts, and I'm thinking about the designs for our next collection. We've got a couple of pieces that I'm just trying to figure out in my head how they're all going to come together and the construction of them to make them as versatile as possible. But the way that I see it, I'm just trying in my mind to work out how the functionality of the sleeve, so the short sleeve and the straps over the shoulder, will allow for the ties of the long sleeve element to be attached, because in my head what I'm wanting to have happen is that you can wear it as a short sleeve dress, so almost like a tank dress with the straps just over the shoulder, and then you can add the element of the long sleeve tied in little bows at the shoulder point to allow for you to add on these long sleeve elements, so that you can convert the dress from a short sleeve dress into a long sleeve dress. So I'm going to keep walking and thinking and figure out these designs in my head, and one day they might be a real thing, but at the moment they're just sparks of energy inside my brain. So let's see where they take me.